What it do, baby? It's MOONKID Max back with another episode of MOONKID Max's reviews and reactions. Today, I'm gonna be reviewing Argylle, the Matthew Vaughn new directed spy romantic thriller. I know that's like unique little combination of genres there. It's definitely leaning into the romance more than I anticipated, but it's definitely a spy movie as well. So we're gonna get down into it. Get down to the get down, let's go. First things first, the first 15 minutes of the movie are trash. Yo, I was so mad, y'all. I wasn't going to be like, I'm walking out, because I spent $14 on this mug, so I ain't walking out. I'm watching the movie. But I was like, dang, if this is what the movie finna be like in the first 15 minutes, then this is going to be a hard watch. Like, this is me watching it knowing, because we've seen in the trailer that it was like a story, it was fake or whatever, but still, I know it was supposed to be purposely like satire, I guess, but it was just an annoying intro. I don't know how others felt, but like that did not turn me into a fan of the movie. Once it hit the train scene, you've seen the train scene in the trailer as well. Once you hit the train scene and the movie like starts unfolding, then it started getting better. For me, like, bro, I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning to get to work in Malibu by like 6:30, and I be tired. Yo, I worked a 9-hour shift, hard shift, had to drive back to LA in traffic. Like, I was tired. And when I went into the movie, I was tired. And that first 15 minutes made me more tired. Once the train scene came and like everything started unfolding, boy, I perked up. I literally was laying back. I sat up like this in the theater, was like, oh, hold on, this Sean cooking right now. He's cooking. Leads me into the good about the movie. It was a fun movie. Like, I saw the reviews that I was reading before coming in from the critics, and I wasn't too keen on the trailer, to be honest. Like, honestly, I don't even know if I would have seen this or not. If it wasn't for me trying to stay consistent with my YouTube, I would have watched it eventually, but I wouldn't have seen it the night premiere. But I wanted to get this show out early for y'all. So I made myself go after work to go watch this movie, and it perked me up, yo. It was fun. It was a fun movie. On top of having a good time with it, it had some twists and turns, and like that's really what started perking me up and like really got me into the story, where it was mad twists and turns, and then they would do something that wouldn't make sense, and then a little bit later in the movie they would explain it and make it make sense. So even though when I get into the negatives, I'm gonna talk about how like it was a lot of plot holes, I commend Matthew Vaughn and the writers for you could tell that they at least put an effort to make like all these twists and turns and then bring it back with recall and making things make sense. I'll give them that. I thought the fight scenes were pretty good. When I did my Beekeeper review, I was like, they were kind of just like regular. Like, obviously, we live in a time where things are good. Like, you're not going to see some just like really Tubi level fight scene in a blockbuster movie. So you expect like good fight scenes in movies these days. But like I said, with the Beekeeper, it was kind of regular fight scenes that were just good. These fight scenes were better. The CGI was terrible. I'll get into that in my bad section. But the fight scenes were good, and they were stylish, like more stylish than like normal. Like, it was an above average fight scenes with the stylism and the shots and like the cinematography. It was a really cool smoke scene that you saw in the trailer. That fight scene was cool. The CGI was terrible, but the scene was cool. I studied cast. Some of the members were underutilized. I'll get into my negatives with that, but the people who were shining were definitely shining. We had Bryce Dallas Howard, Sam Rockwell, Henry Cavill, of course, Sam Jackson. Like, there were some heavy hitters in this show. And there's more, but I ain't gonna list them all, but those are the main ones. Bryan Cranston, I can't forget him. Like, bro, he was killing it. Those were some good things about the movie. To get into my criticisms of the movie, how I said it was a good thing that it was a fun movie and I had a good time. Also, a criticism is it was a fun movie And I did not have a good time at times because it was too much dip on they chip. You know, that's what I be saying. They had too much dip on they chip with all that stupidness and that ridiculousness. And this junk started going off the rails. It got real silly. I won't do spoilers, but like, it just started getting real silly. And I feel like what they should have did was make a spy movie with comedic moments, or just make a over-the-top, full balls-to-the-wall comedy, raunchy, or like wild movie. But like, they were playing the middle, where it was neither. It was right in the middle, and it didn't really work out. And like, it got real stupid. Like too much dip on their chip when it comes to just having fun. Pretty long. Like, I don't think it was necessary to be as long as it was. And I say that, but at the same time, I would have to really sit down and think hard about what parts they should cut out for real. So while it was a long movie, I don't really know what they should have cut or what they could have did to make it not so long, but that was a criticism that I had for the movie. I'm like a person who, I can see a movie with bad CGI, and if I'm I'm fucking with the acting and the story and all that, then like the CGI being bad don't really bother me too much. But it is something that I can be aware of, that even though it don't bother me, I'm aware of when I see a bad looking movie like The Flash, for example. Oh my gosh, that jump was terrible, CGI in The Flash. So I don't think it was like Flash levels bad, but like it was pretty close, to be honest. My only other criticism was that I felt like they had these stars in this movie like Sam Jackson, John Cena, and Henry Cavill, and they didn't utilize them as well as they could, or maybe they didn't have space in the movie to utilize them. But I don't know, you got like heavy hitters like that, you would think you would do more with them, but they were more like definitely like more than cameos, but like less than main characters. The movie's defense, if you watch the trailer doesn't really promote it as this Henry Cavill, Sam Jackson, John Cena movie. They don't promote it as that. So to be fair to them, they did what they promoted, which was Bryce and Sam being the stars. That being said, to get into who were the all-stars, the stars, the people who stuck out on the movie, I would say Bryce did her damn thing leading this movie. I thought she did so good playing the different roles, and you'll see as the movie progresses what I mean by playing different roles and stuff. I won't give away too much, but man, I like her, yo. And like, I thought she was cool and everything, like in Jurassic World, and she had that episode of Black Mirror, but like this, I was just like, man, there's something really endearing about her, beyond just like her being very attractive. And I'm not going to talk about, I feel like as a reviewer, I don't need to be commenting on her body or her face or her beauty or whatever, but she was very nice to look at. I'll just say that she came across very well on the screen. I was just like, she was melting my heart, man, in her actions and her looks. And Rockwell, he you know, there were a lot of times in the movie where I was looking and I thought I was watching Edward Norton. You know, I was like, dang, this brother reminds me of Edward Norton in the face, acting like Owen Wilson. Did anybody get Owen Wilson vibes with like his character? So that was tripping me out, that he looked like Edward Norton, but he was acting like Owen Wilson. But yeah, man, he did a cool job, man. He did good. Like, I enjoyed Sam playing the spy, and like I said, I'm not doing spoilers, so I don't want to give away too much, but like, he did his role. Sam did his thing. If you watch it, you'll see what I mean. The last star, I think Bryan Cranston, yo, he had this one scene, and like, he was your generic villain, but like, he had this one scene where he checked somebody, and that's where I was like, oh man, I like his character as the bad guy, because he checked that dude, and I was like, okay, that was in this comedic movie, that was a serious moment. And so I like Bryan Cranston. He did his thing with his acting job as well. And all in all, I would recommend that if you're into the Kingsman series, you should definitely check out Argylle. All in all, if you're into like the Kingsman or the espionage genre, or even like romantic comedies, like, I think you would have a good time with this. Like I said, I had no intentions to see this on the first night, but like, after watching it, I was like, you know what? Them rotten scores on Rotten Tomatoes, I don't think it's fair. Like, it was a pretty damn good movie. It wasn't top tier like in the 90s, 80s or nothing, but I was absolutely, man. I had a good time with it. So if you think you'll have a good time with it, I recommend you go see it. But if you just think that already from hearing that it's not for you, don't spend your money on it. You can avoid it. Just listen to my review. That's all you gotta do is deal with it. Alright, y'all. If you like my review, if you want to come to me for some more, just give me some advice on what y'all want to hear next. Thank you for watching. If you could like, subscribe, turn your notifications on. We're going to get some more videos out. I plan to stay consistent, and I'll be doing all the reviews coming up for 2024. I'm excited to see where my channel can go as I stay consistent with these movies. So what's up, y'all? Let me know what you thought about Argylle if you saw it. If you didn't see it, let me know if you're going to see it. That's it. MOONKID out.
Yeah. MOONKID. It's a lot of crime where I'm from. Try me and get touched. Be in LA, the hood but VA in my blood. It's the moon wolf, nigga, come with booze and butt. Protecting the city, Los Angeles is my goddamn.